Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's got some space here. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Folks' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away.
but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27, Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
A first down carry for Henry. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 35 yards. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Jones. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'd never return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Pettis now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air again, Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. To throw is Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. Pettis now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, And that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Jones. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones.
Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Mac Jones.
38 yards.
And the Pats get a bit closer.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hilliard now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And some room to run now. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 38-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Touchdown, Titans. Tim Patrick, 41 yards.
And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give, running left is Harris. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Running the jet sweep, Thornton.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
114 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11.